It's quite a sight watching the little penguins waddle along, and they know their route. That's what I was most amazed about when I was there. They know when they're going out, and they know their route, like a dog.
Yeah, they don't fly.
No, they don't.
But they're
they
the
try
cutest little
to.
things. Yeah.
Where's
Mr.
Monty
Plummet?
Python, they plummet.
They plummet. All right, let's not talk about plummeting penguins on this day. They'll get sensitive. Yeah. What else is going on?
Well, we were starting to talk a little bit about city councillors and their use of Twitter.
Oh, right.
This was kind of a conversation that I know we started talking about a little bit beforehand. Some people have been wondering, how councillors best use Twitter, and they all kind of use it in a different fashion from each other. Some prefer not to use Twitter at all and just do the old school phone call. Can we call that old school now?
Oh yeah, get Gordon to pull out his phone. Pull out your phone. Come on. Yeah. Here. You got to see this. Hold on. Okay, so whoa. What century did this come from? It's a flip phone, right?
Yeah. So yeah.
Coming back. I remember way back when. They're coming back.
It's coming back. Yeah.
So what do you prefer when interacting with city councillors? Do you like the email, phone, face-to-face, or just a simple Twitter question?
There's an expectation now, isn't there? It's changed. Our expectation has changed.
Go ahead first.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're all. I think it really depends on the situation. I think that now there's an expectation with councillors that they need to be on Twitter 24/7, and they need to always be available and to respond to everything. And I don't think that that's a fair expectation for them. They get a lot of tweets and messages that are really negative and rude, and they need to filter and have a boundary around that. And I think that that's a fair expectation. I think if it's not the only way to communicate. I mean, as a social media addict, it's not the only way to communicate. I mean, people can use the flip phone and all of that too, and prefer that. And I think it really also depends on what the ward's expectation. I mean, someone like Andre, his ward may prefer that face to face, and someone like Drew Farrell prefers more of that communication online. So
it has to be something where one item, be it Twitter, be it face to face, be it phone calls, it can't be the only thing you do or the main thing you do.
Right.
Because you've got more than one type of constituents. You have to be able to communicate to all your constituents regardless of what media form they prefer. And if they prefer Twitter, then you'll reach those people with Twitter.
Well, Leslie, look what the mayor has done. I mean, the mayor has actually set an example, said, look, you guys, this is what we're doing. It's successful, so why not do something like this?
I think it comes down to individual comfort as well. We have a Twitter account at the Federation, but not all of us as staff are equally comfortable tweeting out. So we have a communications person that we filter through. So I think it comes down to, what you're comfortable with. And while the mayor is a guru at social media, not everybody else is. And there's certain kinds of information that are really good to be tweeted out, and there's other kinds of information that a face-to-face conversation or a phone call would be much better at. But I agree about this expectation. Like, I think that the more avenues of communication we are putting in place, the more expectation we have on our politicians or on people to be able to use those effectively. And I think that in the place of the councillors, their job is already mammoth. And then we have these expectations that they'll reply.
And we want answers right away.
We want detail, we want answers.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's not what Twitter is necessarily for.
Well, the other thing is, too, is there's a risk at 140 characters that your message can be taken completely out of context. And as much as Nenshi has been called a social media guru, there have been times that he's crossed the line with a lot of people and has been called on that. He's recently has changed that. He's become a little bit different. But I think that there's a huge risk if you don't know what you're saying on Twitter. And that's even for people on a personal level. If you take that risk, it can cause a lot of damage going forward.
Mammoth responsibility is what the Federation of Calgary Communities, YYC, is up against, but they're doing something kind of unique and want to bring an awareness to something kind of unique. Here, have a look.
There are a number of outdoor rinks and community rinks in Calgary used by skating enthusiasts on a regular basis. But there is a misconception that the City of Calgary staff maintains these community rinks, when really it's community volunteers. What does it take to maintain them, and who are these loyal volunteers? The Federation of Calgary Communities, along with the Community Association Network, makes up the largest collective volunteer movement in the city, with more than 20,000 volunteers strong.
Leslie Evans is the executive director with the Federation of Calgary Communities. There are so many individuals out there that are not getting their just desserts.
You know, it takes a community full of volunteers to make it a livable, wonderful place to be. And the Federation of Calgary Communities is a support network of the community associations. There's 150 of them in the city, and people like Gord actually make community associations come alive and create vibrant communities. And so the Federation supports volunteers like Gord to do the good work that they do. So we're very proud. I mean, without the Community Association Network and without the 20,000 volunteers doing all sorts of things, from rinks to soccer programs to senior programming, we wouldn't have this wonderful social and recreational net we have in the city.
Leslie, we have a video question for you as well too, so have a look and have a listen.
My name is Gary and I live in Varsity. I'm wondering, once winter hits Calgary, how long does it take to get the ice rink ready for the community to use?
So how long does it take the ice rink to get ready?
I am going to pass this question because I actually don't flood rinks.
You don't?
I don't.
Oh, you should come out sometime. It's lots of
I've never
fun.
flooded a rink. But Gord has
Start to
19 years
finish.
experience, so.
There's certain rules, well, I shouldn't say rules, there's directions that you can get from Federation of Calgary Communities to how to go about flooding a rink. And it involves a number of very light floods at cold temperatures and building up layers and layers and layers of ice.
Right.
The thought being is you're looking to avoid air pockets underneath the ice, which can then create either a collapse or cracks.
Well, we don't like those.
No, cracks are not a good thing. Catch your skate in and you go one way and your skate doesn't, and next thing you know you're off for a soft tissue injury.
Yeah.
But the amount of time it takes, if you can get a run of cold weather and you have a good crew of volunteers, probably within about a week.
My goodness. Well, it leads us to our trending poll question. We're asking you this morning about volunteering, and more specifically, why do you volunteer? Is it because of family and friend? Is it to make a difference? Is it to build friendships? Gordon, you would say what?
Well, when I first started volunteering, it was to because of family and friends. My son wanted to use the outdoor rink, and I had spare time, so I said, well, I'll get involved in helping look after the rink. And 19 years ago, it was a matter of coming out every once in a while and doing hose floods. And the last 8 years, we've had an Olympia ice resurfacing machine, and I'm the lead dog and get to live every Canadian boy's dream of driving a Olympia or a Zamboni around.
Yeah, it is so great. Well, you can actually just decide on what your answer is. Just go to our Facebook or Twitter page at Trending on Shaw, and you'll find the link to our video question.
To our poll question, yes. Give it an answer. We're going to go check in with Lindy now, who's down at the Mustard Seed. She's making some sandwiches. Lindy, what are you up to down there, Lindy? No, nice hat.
Yeah. So once the spread is made, we come back and, of course, make the sandwiches. So I'm here with expert sandwich maker
Lisa Visnanitra
and the director of the Mustard Seed,
Brandon Wardenberg.
Have you made sandwiches before?
Not here.
He's mostly in the office. All right. So today we're going to show you how the sandwiches are made, and we're going to have a little contest. Whoever can make a sandwich the quickest gets 2 tickets to the Calgary RV show. Are you excited?
Yay!
Yay! All right. So what are the ingredients and how do you make this?
Yes, so there's going to be 2 slices of bread, and you put the spread on both sides. Pretty basic. You just put the meat, 2 to 3 pieces of meat, the cheese, you flip it over, and then you bake it.
All right. Well, let's do this. You got your hairnets on?
Yep.
Yes,
Okay.
I do.
So I'm going to put this down, and on the count of 3, see who can make the sandwich and bag it the quickest. 3, 2, 1.
I like how it's 2 slices of bread.
Go, Lindy, go.
I wonder if they worked this fast if there wouldn't be a camera there.
I don't know.
Oh!
Whoa.
Egg fumble.
Go, Lindy, go! Oh, there you go.
I
I kind of sucked at that.
I know, right? We usually wipe it down after to make it look really nice.
All right, well, so congratulations. You're going to the Calgary RV show. Yay!
Oh, hey, nice.
Hurry up. So when you come back, we're going to show us eating the sandwiches. And we'll give away some RV tickets. So make sure you stick with us.
I don't think that's how it's done, Lindy. But
Thanks, Lindy.
thanks, Lindy.